The UFC's decade-long collaboration with Abu Dhabi has been rewarding, to say the least.
It is great to be here in the Middle East. We have a great night of fights. We are outdoors for the first time ever on Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. The UFC just gets bigger and better.
Abu Dhabi, home to some of the most beautiful architecture.
We got a lot of new shows coming up out here, and these guys are hosting very well.
But it was the creation of Fight Island that made this partnership truly special.
UFC Fight Island has become a sporting landmark, delivering top UFC action with the beautiful backdrop of Yas Island.
With our world in disarray, the now iconic destination provided a safe haven for the sport's biggest stars to do their work.
There's something about being here that is different.
The fights have delivered every single time.
These guys laid on the line when we were here in Abu Dhabi.
Look at this crazy pace.
It's another win for Hamzat Chimaev.
With names like Kamaru Usman,
Kamaru Usman at his suffocating best.
Israel Adesanya,
That is it! Quick night at the office for the champion, Israel Adesanya.
and Khabib Nurmagomedov,
He's tapping.
The eagle rises again,
earning wins inside the Dew Forum
still undisputed.
before the brand new Etihad Arena.
This remarkable nation has once again rolled out the red carpet for the MMA leader.
Hosted an installment of the Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor saga with fans in attendance.
Dustin Poirier has knocked out Conor McGregor.
And on October 30th, the promotion returns with a stacked card.
Abu Dhabi, UAE. Oh, let's go.
Surging lightweight and Khabib Nurmagomedov protege Islam Makhachev
Whoa! Islam Makhachev.
Guy can do it all.
takes on one of New Zealand's top finishers, Dan Hooker.
The Hangman does it again.
2020's undefeated breakthrough star Hamzat Chimaev
One and done. You gotta be kidding me.
makes his long-awaited return against China's most prolific knockout artist, Li Jingliang,
How about the leech?
all topped by a championship doubleheader.
2 UFC championship showdowns.
UFC light heavyweight king Jan Blachowicz travels back to where he first won the belt.
Oh! Jan Blachowicz has done it. He's the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion.
For a headlining title defense against a finishing machine.
He has a wealth of confidence. He has one by knockout, one by submission.
Former challenger Glover Teixeira.
There it is. 5 in a row. Glover Teixeira. He's the #1 contender.
In the co-main event, former bantamweight champion Petr Yan
This guy smashes everybody you put in front of him. He is a mean dude.
Oh my goodness! Head kick for Petr Yan.
faces top 5 finisher Corey Sandhagen
Corey Sandhagen has been nothing short of sensational.
for the interim 135-pound belt.
I'm coming for that belt.
But first, get ready
Keep your movement. That's what I'm saying.
for UFC 267.
Nice work. Pa, 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 pa. Let's go. Speed, 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 speed. Yes, brother. Let's work, let's work. Finish strong, strong.
Countdown. There are only 2 U.S. cities with a higher percentage of Brazilians than Danbury, Connecticut. And more than 20 years after he first arrived, UFC light heavyweight Glover Teixeira can finally call himself an American citizen.
This is the video. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Flag of Pledge of Allegiance?
Yeah.
Oh, and they called you up.
Oh.
It's like the moment we've been waiting for how many years? He looks so cute. Woohoo, citizen!
The first interview, the guy did ask me like, how are you gonna support yourself in the United States? And I say, fighting. I'm a professional fighter. I want to be in UFC and I want to be a world champion. I had always dreamed to be an athlete when I was a kid, but the opportunity didn't come for me at the time in Brazil. I moved to the United States, and that's when I start with the martial arts.
Here is Glover Teixeira.
Teixeira
Teixeira diving for the single.
And as expected, Teixeira wants to take this to the mat quickly, and he does.
I was ready to fight in UFC, and you know, I got hold up by the visa situation.
He's pounding. There's some leather landing. Teixeira in total control of this fight.
I thought it was going to be easy because I heard my friends, you know, they got married and they got the green card in 5 months.
Right hand rocks Sakuju.
What happened, we got married after 2001, so they changed the law. And
the left hand takes goes down.
we had to go back to Brazil and do all the process again. It was a crazy nightmare.
Vamos para a oitava e última luta, categoria 93 quilos. Para representar a equipe RVT, recebam o lutador Glover Teixeira.
I went to Brazil, stayed there for 3.5 years, fighting everywhere.
Vitória do Glover Teixeira.
UFC lawyer, you know, they hook us up.
Domínio total da luta do Glover Teixeira caiu.
Hustle over here with the paperwork. No, the whole thing was crazy nightmare. It was a point in my life that I was thinking, like, maybe it's not meant to be.
Vitória sensacional do Glover Teixeira, o brasileiro.
After 5 years, I got situation done. I got my green card. I come in 2012. I did my first fight in MGM.
Glover Teixeira steps onto the big stage tonight as he makes his UFC debut.
For 6 years, this man had visa problems and could not get a fight in the United States. But finally, he's here, and he is much needed in a weight class that is absolutely being dominated by the great John Jones. Oh, big uppercut. On triangle.
Trying to finish it right here.
He's gonna
squeezing for the submission. In just an overwhelming performance here in his debut.
A return to competition on U.S. soil.
Big takedown. Oh, big shots by Glover.
This is trouble.
Saw Teixeira dominate the UFC's best at 205 pounds.
Glover Teixeira is the real deal. This dude is an animal. Rampage is in big trouble,
Yeah,
Mike.
you can tell. Again, Teixeira all over him.
He dropped him. He dropped him.
Extending his professional win streak to 20.
Arm and guillotine here. He's so well-rounded. He can do it all. He's an animal.
Down goes Bader. Glover Teixeira dusts Ryan Bader.
And earning him a title shot against the great John Jones.
And he believes that he has the power to put the champion away. Hard kick to the body by Glover. Glover caught him with a good left and a good right. And a right hand to the face by Glover. Head kick.
Good elbow. And another.
He's trying to get that arm.
John Jones got me in the lock right in the beginning of the round.
Nasty shots inside by John.
Popped my labrum.
Glover in the corner was asking for ice on his shoulder, and he was saying that his shoulder hurts.
You know, couldn't punch anymore with the right hand.
Hard elbow. Glover might be hurt.
And throwing his elbow open up, a gash in my head.
That is a big, nasty cut over the eyebrow of Glover Teixeira.
I just wanted to knock him out and become a champion, but John Jones was very smart.
And Glover's just looking to throw bombs, and John has been able to slide away from most of them.
He played all the rounds good, and it was not the time then.
And still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, John Bones Jones.
Following his hard-fought victory over Glover Teixeira, John Jones would spend the next half-decade dominating light heavyweights.
Jones trying to press the issue here.
That's it. He's
John
out.
Jones
He's out.
has done it. Gustafsson in a world of trouble here. Violent takedown from Jones.
Oh, man.
Until leaving the division in 2020.
So a new era will be ushered in as Dominic Reyes and Jan Blachowicz collide for the title of undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion.
John Jones has reigned over this division for so long. This opportunity is not lost on them. They know how big this is.
Opening the door for top 205ers Dominic Reyes and Jan Blachowicz to battle for the vacant crown. For Blachowicz, the journey to a UFC title bout began at a Polish crossroad.
growing up in Poland, I never think before that I'm gonna be a professional fighter. I think that I will go to military. I have a couple of friends, they was in military. They tell me, you've got a special place, you're gonna be with us. I trained boxing and jiu-jitsu with them. I won my first jiu-jitsu competition, and then was something changed in my head like this, and I don't want to go to military. Now I'm gonna be a sportsman.
It turns out the Blachowicz was tailor-made for martial arts.
No, ściąganie łopatek. Mocno przytrzymujesz.
On the Polish circuit,
O właśnie, dociągnij, dobra?
he earned multiple titles in jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, and MMA. Before trademarking his greatest attribute in the UFC.
It's great to have top Polish and European light heavyweight Jan Blachowicz finally make his UFC debut.
Ooh. This could be it. This could be the end of the fight.
Jan Blachowicz announces his arrival inside the octagon with a massive roar from the Polish crowd.
MMA scene in Poland is huge. It's one of the most popular sports in our country.
Jan's locked up a rear naked choke.
Right. He gets a standing guillotine.
This guy's a real animal, and his striking is very high level. He has an outstanding ground game.
Submission victory for Jan Blachowicz.
We've got a lot of good fighters, but in Poland is only one legendary Polish power, and this is me.
Huge left from Blachowicz. Rock holds out. Jan Blachowicz.
Boy, that was a bomb that he landed. That is a picture-perfect left hand to the chin on the break.
Oh, big right, Polish power.
He can shut your lights out. He lands and they go to sleep.
Beautiful entry from Jan as he lands the body kick right below that Reyes elbow.
Look at the footprint already on the ribs of Reyes.
Oh! There's that patented power right of Blachowicz. Ooh! Jan Blachowicz continues to land. 30 seconds to go in the round.
Oh! Big left from Jan Blachowicz. He's hurt. Reyes in a world of trouble. Jan Blachowicz has done it. He's the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion. Poland, your guy got it done.
That Polish power, John, we talked about it all week leading up to this fight.
And now the path to light heavyweight gold and glory goes through Poland.
Nice, I like that combination.
Jan Blachowicz off to an outstanding start tonight.
Oh! Big left from Jan Blachowicz. Reyes in a world of trouble. Jan Blachowicz has done it.
And Jan Blachowicz won the vacant UFC light heavyweight title. It made him the target of each contender in the 205-pound elite.
205 pounds, seems to be in great shape right now.
Such a good division.
And number one ranked Glover Teixeira has had his sights set on UFC gold since he trained with the legendary former owner of the division's belt.
I guess you proved you got some power in those hands.
Well, when you train with Chuck Liddell.
Chuck the Iceman Liddell remains the king of the UFC.
I train with the best coach in the world, John Hackelman.
It was head coach John Hackelman who welcomed Teixeira to the California home base with Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell is still in the same exact place with John Hackelman, where he's always been comfortable, where he's had all of his success.
And he remains a fixture of training camp to this day.
What's going on?
It's fantastic, man. Life is good. Now we got another light heavyweight champion coming up.
John Hackelman is still involved with me. He was my coach when I went there training with Chuck Liddell. He coached me for many years. So I owe a lot to John.
We saw you fighting, and me and Chuck were like, we need that guy on our team.
The first fight against Sakayo Kingsbury, my corner was you, Marco Rua, Pedro Rizzo, and Chuck. That was the toughest corner in the planet, right there.
Glover Teixeira, an all-star corner tonight.
To me, you have these great training guys, and then you got Fernelli, who's like this boxing genius.
Be quick with your jab. Be quick with your jab. Jab him in the chest.
Eventually, Teixeira would seek coaching on the East Coast as well.
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up.
Which resulted in the spontaneous recruitment of a local boxing legend.
You keep your movement. That's what I'm saying. Stop being lazy with your movement, with your reflex. Come on. There you go.
Well, Fernelli, I met him. He's a big boxing star in Danbury. I saw him running in the street. I stopped my truck in the middle of the street and I run behind him. I say, Finelli, Finelli? And he's like, yeah. I said, I want to train with you. And he said, we do it 5 in the morning. I was there in his house 5 in the morning. To this day, Finelli is my #1 coach.
Rápido, vamos, vamos, vamos. Ten siempre agresivo con tu defensa. Tap, tap. Agresivo con tu defensa.
Although their introduction was pure happenstance, the addition of boxing coach Fernelli Feliz proved to be the missing link for Team Teixeira, as another title run began to materialize.
An incredible performance by the champion. Just shut Glover down.
After the John fight, that's when he went to my office and hired me as a coach.
That's it. It's it. It's over. Glover Teixeira.
I was excited and happy knowing that a man like Glover, he put the trust on my hands.
The end might come here, and it does.
He's looking better than all his years together.
Let me tell you something, Glover. Age is not affecting you.
He's quicker.
I don't think anybody needs to question my heart here anymore.
Stronger.
Here I am, baby. You'll get another run for that title.
Smarter.
Another one bites the dust.
Most of the guys that were already with big name, he fought him and beat him.
Can Thiago Santos survive? 5 in a row. He's the #1 contender.
For me, he's always been a champion.
Do you believe you have done enough to be next for Jan Blachowicz?
Then why? Give me that title shot.
At long last, Glover Teixeira could not be denied a second light heavyweight title shot. But in a sport where there are no guarantees, an undefeated champion from the weight class below would stake his claim to a bout with Jan Blachowicz first.
I definitely will go up in weight class, whether it be heavyweight or light heavyweight. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and my legacy will be cemented in time.
It has been an incredible rise to UFC superstardom for the undisputed middleweight champion Israel Adesanya. But now he is 20-0, and as such, he has earned the right to move up to challenge the confident light heavyweight ruler Jan Blachowicz in his quest to become a simultaneous 2-division champion.
This guy is going to try to hunt Izzy down and corner him and land a bomb.
Adesanya has to be so cautious because of Blachowicz's power.
Oh, Blachowicz getting a little closer now. Stop undercaught him.
Oh, look at that. Very timely takedown there by the champ.
This is huge and with plenty of time to work.
Nobody's been able to control Izzy like that. Once Jan got him down, he did not look like he was going to be able to get away from him at all.
No, he was just surviving.
That big Viking punches hard, even from down there.
And Jan is completely controlling him. And this is the end of the round.
It was a great feeling, you know, to be the first guy who beat Israel Adesanya. Now it's time for Glover.
After conquering middleweight champ Israel Adesanya, Blachowicz is now set to make his first title defense against a true light heavyweight.
He has that kind of power, the ability to shut the lights out with one shot.
And longtime head coach Robert Yotz is adjusting accordingly for Glover Teixeira.
Gotovi! Last time, my sparring partner is a tall guy with long hands, like Israel. Minoge, Minoge! Now we need wrestlers and good guys on the ground.
Israel is stand-up fighter, really good kickboxer, completely different moves, a different style, different size than Glover, so I need to change, you know, sparring partners, I need to change a game plan.
Nie trać czasu, Jamek, przysiadł sobie, jak najszybciej się zrywa, jak możliwe.
This guy can do it all. I mean, 10 finishes, the most in UFC lightweight history. On any given night can choke you out, knock you out. He is durable, too. That is what sets him apart, his ability to come back from adversity and get a finish.
I've got a lot of respect for every skill what he got. Just I believe that I'm better in everywhere.
Lewe kolano, lekko w tłów, lewe kolano, tak.
He gonna feel the same what everybody feel.
30 sekund, zwiąż nogę, odwróć się teraz biodrami w drugą stronę.
The legendary Polish power.
Czas!
for the UFC 267 title bout with Jan Blachowicz. Glover Teixeira prepares as always in the Connecticut gym he owns and operates. Only this time, he has enlisted the services of the UFC's latest high-profile signing, Alex Pereira, a former kickboxing champion who owns a victory over middleweight king Israel Adesanya. And before his promotional debut, helps prepare the #1 light heavyweight.
Porra, essa é boa treinar, porque o cara vai fazer isso aqui. Olha com o lado esquerdo, ó.
You ready? Go!
O MMA para mim era um sonho.
Be in position all the time to fight back.
E hoje que eu faço parte, né, desse time, eu estou muito feliz por essa conquista.
Vem tocando. Vem tocando.
E o que eu posso passar para ele também, eu estou tentando ajudar.
Just be alert and quick, G. Keep your rhythm, keep acting.
Alex, I thought he was just kickboxer.
Double jab and right hand to the chest.
This guy's very knowledgeable and
nice shot.
He's one of the greatest fighters that I've ever trained with.
Move your head more. Finta con la cabeza.
From now on, we've been training together, man. Because we have the same mindset. We want the same thing, to be a champion.
I want you to be quick with your jab, G. Keep your chin down when you jab. You're doing it beautiful. Nice. I think tempo. Perfeito.
Mas o Glover vem mostrando aí que está pronto para disputar esse título e se tornar o novo campeão, né, do meio pesado.
So here's the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion, Jan Blachowicz.
I think Jan is a very good fighter, a very good kickboxer.
And right now he's fighting the perfect fight. Fighting on the outside and making it a technical kickboxing match.
I would like to fight against Glover next, because he deserves it, so he will be next.
I just think my training, man, my skills, I'm getting better and better.
Breathe, Portón, breathe.
I feel that I can beat him everywhere.
Come on, Tito. There you go. Beautiful.
Like Teixeira, the light heavyweight champion prepares for UFC 267 with new additions to his team.
What you been doing over there?
Yes, Johnny, a little Johnny. Soon we're gonna change this place for bigger. I cannot wait.
But for Jan Blachowicz, this camp is not about adding members. It's about new assignments for those who have been there all along.
What are you doing? Come here closer to me, huh? I'm Dorota. I'm Jan's manager and fiance. And mother of the little guy. This is our son, Jan Jr. I'm with Jan every single fight. Right now I'm drawing the corner, so it's something pretty big for me that he has so much trust for me right now that I can be, the part of the team in the locker room as well. Baby shark, baby shark. I am a new mom, so it's a new situation for me as well. This little guy actually stole Jan's heart so much. Oh my God, there's so many of them. Yeah, he's making him stronger, so we cannot wait just for October 30th. Like you see.
I'm happy that I'm a father. My life has changed completely. And now I'm not doing just for me, I'm doing also for him to make his life much easier. When I step into the cage, I'm focused about my opponent, about my job, about what I have to do. But when I go to the gym, when I train, I'm thinking about his life in future, so he pushed me. If I'm tired, I say, okay, no, I cannot rest right now. Let's do one more round. He's my biggest motivation right now.
Down and out! Polish power! Jan Błachowicz!
Motivation is rarely in short supply for those who compete in UFC championship headliners.
Jan Błachowicz has done it! Poland, your guy got it done!
And as Błachowicz enters the October 30th title bout inspired by family, Glover Teixeira embraces a sense of urgency.
Come on, man. Give him that title shot.
This is the last chance I have for the title. I'm going after with everything I got because I know this is it, man. Let's make history.
He's getting better. He's somehow or another at 40+ years old.
The UFC gonna have a new light heavyweight champion of the world.
The best in the world at 205 pounds.
Glover, I'm sorry. The belt stayed with me.
The undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion, Jan Błachowicz.
The co-main event of UFC 267 on October 30th will feature a 28-year-old former bantamweight champion with a unique place in the title picture.
Шаг под шаг, прям вот чтоб ты ноги не терял под собой.
And Piotr Jan's story all began with higher education in the sweet science.
5! Шагай, шагай, шагай! 6! Шагай, шагай! 7!
Я занимался боксом, был мастером спорта по боксу.
Вот когда сейчас делаешь, они прям длинные, хорошие, вот очень острые удары. Таким, братан, ударом в натуре только носы в бошку забивать.
Бля, потом заявление писать.
Какое заявление, братан, у тебя работа такая. Пошел.
Вот, и уже в студенческие годы, наверное, я уже учился в университете, первый, второй курс, и пошла вот такая эпоха в России смешанных единоборств.
Пам-пам-па, есть! Пам-пам.
Непроизвольно я тоже попал в это движение.
Па, вот это хорошо!
Но перестроиться было не так уж сложно с боксом.
Да, отлично.
Всегда ведь ты, когда понимаешь механизм, как он работает, ты понимаешь, что нужно делать, чтобы развиваться.
Не вались, ножки под тобой. Проход, где?
Тут, в принципе, тоже все понятно. Много дисциплин, нужно просто понимать, что такое борьба, что такое там тайская работа, что такое удары ногами, что такое бокс.
Да, дернул потом атаку. Вот, умница. Есть.
И, в принципе, если ты включаешь голову в нужном месте в нужное время, то нет ничего невозможного.
Jan took to mixed martial arts like a natural, winning multiple Russian titles.
Есть распятие. Да, подержи, поработай там.
And skyrocketed up the UFC bantamweight ranks.
Oh, this boxing from Peter Yan is superb. That's it.
He fights with a high-pressure pace, and he's a guy that's found a tremendous amount of success in a short period of time.
The Siberian punished opposition with crisp striking.
Oh, tagged him. There's that left from Jan.
Earning finishes over legends of the sport.
The forever game, Uriah Faber still fighting.
Oh, that's it.
And the division's belt.
Aldo's down, he's hurt, and that'll do it. Wow. Piotr Jan is an undisputed world champion at 27.
In every facet of martial arts, Piotr Jan is a problem.
For his first title defense, Jan would be dealt an unorthodox American wrestler.
Aljo's in his room.
Known as the Funk Master.
Aljo comes in at a 10. His wrestling, his grappling, his striking, all those things and that experience makes him a dangerous threat to Piotr Jan's title.
Aljamain, first round, ready? Piotr, ready? Fight's on.
These guys are just so comfortable in a fight.
Look at this. Constant pressure by Aljo. Side kicks, jabs. Oh, flying knee. Aljo's just not giving him any space. The question, though, is can he do this for 5 rounds? And how much energy is he burning off? Oh, look at that.
Takedown by Piotr.
Aljo is slowed down considerably.
We've seen this from Piotr Jan.
But look how patient Jan is.
It's something about him in the way that he fights that makes these fantastic fighters seem to just fatigue so greatly in front of him.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, another one. That one wrapped around, Joe.
Grounded. Look at him just pressing on the head here. Stop! His knee was all the way down.
100% illegal.
This could be a disqualification.
Aljamain, stay here. Stay here.
Yeah, right now.
Can't even get up.
This fight's got to be called. The fight's over.
If this fight is stopped, Petr Yan will be disqualified and Aljamain Sterling will be the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion.
Which is crazy.
I think we're going to be done. Yeah, okay. All right.
There it is.
That's it.
And that is it.
That's it.
I don't like that a title can be won this way.
Disqualification and new
Mixed emotions for Aljamain Sterling.
He probably feels like the title's illegitimate, if I had to guess. Aljamain is a winner. He doesn't want to win a fight like that. Look, he just threw the belt on the ground.
I mean, he's mad right now.
He's in the middle of the octagon crying right now.
Anticlimactic to say the least, but Aljamain Sterling via disqualification is now the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion.
Я ожидал, что он будет вставать в этот момент и думал на движении на встречном, пробью ему коленом. Не хотел вставать. В принципе, там не был такой жесткий удар. Все это было видно, что он очень переиграл, что там в него реально попали. Там...
I mean, they're having to hold Aljo up. Look at this. And Petr was fighting so beautifully.
Сильные стороны у Стерлинга – это его актерское мастерство. Потому что все понимают, что это не намеренно было сделано, это не специально было сделано, это можно сделать было no contest. Здесь приняли такое решение назначить Стерлинга победителем и предложить реванш. Вот. Потом появилась информация, что Стерлинг выбудет на неопределенные сроки, там будет делать операцию и так далее. Конечно, мы не знали, насколько это все продлится.
3, 2, 1. Let's go. Power, power. Nice. Let's go, let's go.
Aljamain Sterling is out of his title defense against Petr Yan at UFC 267 because of lingering neck issues.
Drive, 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 drive.
Nolan King reporting that Corey Sandhagen is the front runner for the interim title fight.
We had kind of had an idea that Aljamain wasn't going to be 100% healthy going into this championship fight on October 30th.
All right, 2 feet in each box, stay low. Moving to the side, 3 facing each direction.
Neck surgery is not something that you kind of just, get over after a couple months, so.
2 in, 2 out. 3 times with the left foot, 3 times with the right foot.
I kind of always had it in my head that Aljamain was maybe going to pull out.
Hips down, stay low.
And I was just, the most prepared.
Timing is everything in mixed martial arts. And top 5 finisher Corey Sandhagen is the latest example of that fact.
And now he finds himself fighting TJ Dillashaw. And look, if he wins, there is no doubt who should be next for the winner of Yan versus Aljamain Sterling.
Because Sandhagen's razor-thin split decision loss to former 2-time bantamweight champion TJ Dillashaw.
Oh, knocked him down with that one.
Oh, he's got TJ bad.
Oddly qualified him for a shot at UFC gold.
Oh, another flying knee from Sandhagen. Follows it up with an elbow and a combination.
But I mean, the pressure of Dillashaw is something to be held. I wonder how much stake the judges are putting into this position right here.
But these exchanges loom large because they're so close in the striking numbers.
Yes.
Dillashaw starting to feel it now, and big swing and a spin wobble. Dillashaw.
Oh my goodness.
Swinging till the final horn.
What a fight.
Anybody's guess what the scorecards are.
Welcome back, baby. That was a hard one, yep. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because the control.
For the winner by split decision, TJ Dillashaw!
It was a weird feeling being like, oh, Like, I did my job. I beat someone up and I didn't get beat up, but then it was also this feeling of like, but you didn't really do enough to win on the judges' scorecards.
I didn't take any serious damage the whole time, man. He was kicking my leg, but they weren't compromising me at all. It was like, I had him hurt a number of times. I wasn't hurt at all.
I mean, he's getting hurt with almost every one of those shots.
It's the control.
I kind of beat myself up a little bit because in the first round I was chasing submissions a little bit.
His knee got bent going forward. He was landing great shots, but Sandhagen was just wrenching it.
Yep. So we'll keep an eye on that left knee of TJ Dillashaw.
And it turns out that the submission that I was able to hurt TJ with,
Sit down. How's your knee? Okay.
Was the one that put him in surgery, which is the one that made it so that he's not fighting for the title and that I am.
Let's see if I can get this done by crutching over here. Something that's been very key to my recovery is the full boot wrap. It goes all around my foot and all the way up my leg because I got swelling from surgery that goes down and creates a cankle right now. So I'm trying to get rid of my cankles.
The way that the stars have to line up sometimes in order for you to even get a shot at the belt will keep you up at night, you know, and has kept me up at night. So you don't hesitate in saying no to that. You say yes and you go win it.
Now set to face Petr Yan for the interim bantamweight belt at UFC 267. Sandhagen draws from experience, ahead of their October 30th showdown in Abu Dhabi.
Standing in front of TJ Dillashaw and fighting him the way that I was able to fight him brought a lot of confidence to me, man. Like, he's known as one of the greatest bantamweights of all time, and I beat him up.
Confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high. Corey Sandhagen.
Oh!
Corey Sandhagen living up to the hype tonight.
Oh, big ones now.
This could be the end right here. And that is it.
I still think that I'm the best.
This kid is really talented and focused, and this kid's something special.
He picks the right shots, and then he hits you, and you can't hit him back.
You never know what he's doing. You never know where things are coming from.
I also bring a lot of physical attributes into the fight that are going to really pay dividends too.
Oh, beautiful flying knee.
I'm a really long guy who has really good footwork and really good grappling.
I mean, Sandhagen has just been must-see TV every step of the way, working on an arm now, DC.
Yep, arm bar.
Oh, there's the tap!
That is kind of a nightmare for people, especially in my division where a lot of the guys are shorter.
Oh! What a finish by Corey Sandhagen!
I'm gonna have a lot more reach. I'm gonna be able to move my feet a lot better.
Oh, my goodness! Edgar's out!
And Petr Yan is gonna have to find a way to deal with that.
Small steps, speed, 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 speed.
We're both gonna go in there, we're both gonna try to hurt each other.
Oh! Elbow strike from Yan!
We're both gonna be in good shape.
The combinations, the volume that Sandhagen puts on his opponent and breaks you down.
We're both gonna want this really, really badly.
No mercy, no mercy!
And as long as I put myself in that type of space, I believe that I can win.
For UFC 267's Corey Sandhagen.
All right, guys, let's go.
The journey to an interim bantamweight title bout on October 30th
Shuffle in, guys, shuffle in.
was spent entirely in Colorado.
And freeze, guys, facing the inside. Let's get in push-up position. Ready, let's do 10 of them, ready.
And while his diverse endeavors in the Rockies ranged from studies in child psychology to a career in professional MMA, every avenue began with his innate love for athletics.
Sports were my thing growing up. I was mostly a basketball player, and then as I was in high school and getting a little bit burnt out on basketball, that's when I kind of transitioned into martial arts and signed up. Been there ever since. Me and Coach Elias are partners. We can only kick each other. Okay, he's kicking at me, boom. I'm protecting myself, making sure that I'm blocking the correct way, and he's doing the same thing. I'm very involved in martial arts. Gio and Omar, you guys are here. I teach the kids kickboxing program, which is my way of giving back to the gym. Nice, Anthony. Good stance, man. Make sure that I can do as much as I can for those people, just like people did a lot for me when I first signed up at the gym. All right, that's open eyes. See you guys, good job.
Now off the mat.
Peace.
Sandhagen now officially works with the Elevation Fight Team at its Easton training facilities. a team that frequently relocated itself over time. But Sandhagen's presence has been constant.
I'm one of the guys on the team that's been around ever since it was Grudge.
Hey, here we go! Yes! I like the weight dropping after it. It's instant, it's up and drop.
And then it turned into Muscle Farm.
So I start here, right in the middle. I got steps here. Yeah. Right? Then when you cut the corner, your head's just gonna come here instead of going the other way. Boom. Okay, time, next one.
Now it's Easton's.
I met Corey. He came in pretty much straight out of high school. Just a little scrawny, pale kid, quiet. There was one day we were sparring, and that was the first day I was like, whoa, this kid has some serious potential.
Enter the Sandman, fighting out of Aurora, Colorado. He's part of the very well-respected Elevation Fight team.
I think Corey's success, it's in the desire of his goal. It's not like he has to dig to come up with motivation. There's something in him that wants to succeed. You see that all day? Yes, Corey! Yes, that's what I'm talking about! Yes! Yes! No matter what the circumstances are, he's gonna fight well. You don't need to try to hurt him. That'll happen on its own. The power will happen on its own. All you need to do is touch him. Yes! Nice! I see the future kind of the way we've envisioned it the entire time. Sharp shots! Yes! Beautiful! It's with that belt around his waist.
UFC 267 is when I come home with the belt.
What a fight! That is the highest level of mixed martial arts you are ever going to witness.
My skills are there, my mental is there, and I'm really, really ready to take this thing home.
As Sandhagen embraces this opportunity to seize gold at UFC 267, so too does Petr Yan. In the Russian beachside enclave, with a collection of experts from across the globe.
По ударной технике тренер у меня Кайрат Нурмагомедов, парень заслуженный мастер спорта России по кикбоксингу. Вот, Андрей Октябринский, это тренер по борьбе, по грэпплингу. Да, спарринг-партнеры, это парень у нас Артем из Краснодара. Шарап с Дагестана приехал, такой больше борется. Немножко внесли корректировки, мы пригласили тренера по функциональной кондиционированной подготовке. Это у нас Шон, он с Таиланда, вообще в Тайгере тренирует.
He's got a solid team around him. Everywhere he goes, he's got a solid team. We've got a really solid team here now. We're tight. Everyone's working together towards the same objectives to make sure that Peter's in the best shape possible to, you know, leave no doubt in the next fight and to absolutely dismantle him.
Smashes everybody you put in front of him. He knows when to pressure you, and he knows when you're breaking, he knows when to turn it on, he knows when you're getting tired.
He is not going to overexert himself. He's going to take his time. The pressure is going to be constant. He's going to continue to touch you up until eventually you start to fade and fatigue, and then Petr Yan is just stepping into second gear.
All right, let's go, boys. Speed, control. Beautiful. He's come into this camp absolutely prepared to do whatever's necessary to get that title.
We've seen this with Petr Yan. It's something about him and the way that he fights that makes these fantastic fighters seem to just fatigue so greatly in front of him.
We did start off with strength and power and then moved into more power, speed and conditioning-based work so that he can have a high work rate. Good power. Anaerobic conditioning, which is that short, sharp, high-intensity, explosive work.
And Yan is seemingly getting stronger as the fight goes on.
Has been a big focus for this fight.
He's a patient killer.
This is his redemption.
And And if Petr Yan's body language is any indication, he is fresh as a daisy.
У нас все происходит постоянно, такие нагрузки, знаешь, максимальные, запредельные бывают. Вообще спорт наш вид, это жесткий спорт. Это всем понятно, что это жесткий такой, мужской, и не каждый. Очень много различных факторов. Это и психологические такие нагрузки, где ты ставишь себе какую-то планку, цель, и ты должен ее прийти к ней. Все, что мы делаем, всю работу, которую мы проделываем, она даст свои плоды.
MMA is certainly not for the faint of heart. But those who compete are still human, with mental hurdles permeating their daily grind. And Corey Sandhagen's preparations for Petr Yan are no different.
In this sport, there is a lot of stress involved, there is a lot of working hard involved. And your body and your mind get beat up a lot. Everyone has doubts in their life. Even at the top tier of competition, those guys all have doubts in themselves. I think it just kind of comes down to being able to catch those thoughts of doubt, making sure that those doubts aren't me, and then moving past and making sure that I'm thinking the things that I want to think. And it's been a long, long time of me thinking about the belt, man. I don't want to be on my deathbed and say that I was never the UFC bantamweight world champ. So I'm going to do everything in my power to win that thing.
What a finish by Corey Sandhagen! Enter the Sandman, Petr Yan.
Sandhagen and Yan are primed and ready to battle for interim UFC gold when the Octagon returns to Abu Dhabi. For a night headlined by the light heavyweight title bout between champion Jan Blachowicz.
Jan Blachowicz has done it! He's the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion!
And challenger Glover Teixeira.
There it is! Glover Teixeira! He's the #1 contender!
It all goes down at the spectacular Etihad Arena on October 30th.